After my stepsister stole my boyfriend, she had the nerve to invite me to her birthday party to witness their love. She thought I would break down, but when I showed up with the most popular playboy in school, who was also the man she had once pursued, my stepsister and my ex-boyfriend were both furious. When we stepped into Lisa's birthday party, the sugary scent of cake hit me first. Right before 100 heads turned our way, the music screeched to a stop, and the silence that followed was louder than the bass that had shaken the floor. All eyes were on us. Edison Crawford, Mr. Captain of the football team, had his arm around my waist like I belonged there. I could feel the crowd's whispers. "Is that Nina?" someone hissed. "No way, that's Lisa's stepsister, right? Didn't Lisa used to have a thing with Edison?" My eyes met Lisa's across the room. She was perched on some velvet throne set up like a prom queen, looking like someone had punched her in full glam. Next to her, Justin, my very recent ex, now her very current boyfriend, looked like he wanted to storm the field. Before I could say a word, Hannah, my ever-responsible stepmother figure, grabbed my arm. "Nina," she hissed, "what are you doing here? With him?" I gave her my calmest smile. "Celebrating my sister's birthday. What are you doing? Policing the guest list?" Nina Hartman. I cut her off by plucking a champagne flute from a passing tray. "To Lisa," I said, raising my glass and locking eyes with the girl of the hour. "May all her wishes come true." I drank. The crowd murmured. Hannah grumbled something about talking later and stormed off to save the cake. Edison leaned in. "She looks like she wants to murder someone." I smiled and leaned closer. "Let her want truth?" This whole thing started as a petty rebellion. Edison and I showing up together was meant to rattle cages, especially Lisa's and Justin's, but standing there, his hand at the small of my back, it started to feel less like a game and more like something. As the music stuttered back to life, people gave us a wide berth on the dance floor. We didn't care. We danced anyway, just him and me. "Thanks," I whispered, resting my cheek near his. "For what?" he asked. "For letting me be messy." He chuckled. "Messy looks good on you." We kept swaying, and for once I wasn't invisible. For once, I wasn't someone's secret. "You know," I said mid-spin, "you've ignored me for like 2 years. Why the sudden interest?" Edison's grip tightened. "I didn't know it was you. If I had, I would have found a way sooner." I raised a brow. "That your line for the night?" "I've got better lines, but they'd get me kicked out." I laughed, feeling lighter than I had in months. We were still swaying when Lisa decided to crash our moment. She stumbled over, wine in hand and jealousy practically dripping off her dress. "Didn't think you liked good girls, Edison," she slurred loud enough for everyone to hear. "Are you drunk?" Edison asked, his voice flat. "Tipsy," she said with a smile too wide, but not blind. "You really falling for this little makeover moment?" "Lisa," I warned, but she kept going. "She's playing the sad little ex. Justin never claimed her. Everyone knew she was just practice." White-hot flashes of anger and humiliation seared through my mind. Before I could stop myself, I reached for Lisa and slapped her across the face. Lisa's head snapped to the side, and a red mark began to form on her cheek, but she merely smiled again, a smug, victorious expression. She turned around like a victor and was ready to leave. Edison's voice cut through the tension like a knife. "Did you fail psyche class?" I watched Lisa pause, glancing back over her shoulder with an almost bored expression. "What?" she asked, looking offended. "I asked if you fail psyche class, because limerence is one-sided and obsessive, none of which happened when my girl